here's what I think about tithing. I think it's important. I think it's very important. And I think God rewards tithing. I'll give you an example. Let's say I make 1,000 quid, and then, okay, so 10% of that is 100, so I give 100, and then, I find a tenner, and then I give 10% of that, which is £1, and then I find a penny on the ground, so 1,000, 110, 1 and 0.1, or 0.01. No, not a penny, a 10 pence. Anyway, that's how it kind of works, which is kind of cool, actually. Also, one time, I was going to give 28 for tithe, but then I just rounded it to 30, so I give 30, and then what do I find on the ground? £2. I just find £2 on the street. I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay, so this one's for Matt. My cup's empty. You know what a Shih Tzu is? A zoo without animals. I like classical music. Watch, I'll name like famous composers off the top of my head. Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Haydn, Tchaikovsky, Brahms, Vivaldi, Strong? Not bad, eh? How many could you have named? A friend like Chris. So one time, I was working night shift, so then I was sleeping during the day, and then I suddenly wake up, kind of groggy, mid-afternoon, I don't know what's going on, and I look beside me and there's an ice scraper by my bed, like on my bed next to me. I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I check my phone and I get a text from Chris saying, ever have that weird dream where someone kills you with an ice scraper? That was funny. Yeah, he had access into my house. Also, one time, again, same house, same job, I was sleeping during the afternoon, and then I wake up in the evening, and then I find a note on the kitchen counter saying, like, I don't remember what exactly it said, but basically someone came into my house in the afternoon because their car broke down, or slid into the ditch. This was midwinter, and then they came into my house, saw my phone, which I had left upstairs, and so they used that to call for help. And basically she's like, thank you, now I can return home to my kid. So that's why I don't lock my doors. My parents didn't bother teaching me practical life skills. Why the hell not? I mean, did they assume I'd learn them in high school? I learned nothing in high school, except cynicism. So I had to learn many of those things on my own, the hard way, after several fails. Also, they only ever told me what, and never why. Great parenting skills. I'm not trying to be racist or offensive, but Scots always look Scottish. Also, Northern Irish are really beautiful and friendly people. Well, they don't hold a candle to Canadians, but... Okay, quickly, this is why Simpsons are better than Family Guy. Boom. Funnier, more clever, there's more heart, it's more relatable. Seth MacFarlane is a hack and a narcissist. In The Simpsons, jokes that could be offensive are funny, whereas in Family Guy, they're just offensive. Also, Family Guy references aren't jokes. They're not. They're just annoying. And nearly everything about Family Guy is a ripoff. And Simpsons has hope for the average middle-class dysfunctional family. There's no hope in Family Guy. Simpsons is even somewhat educational. And Family Guy has major continuity issues. The Simpsons isn't perfect, but compared, it's just... People ask me what my favorite movie is. I have no idea. I have like several hundred Rotten Tomatoes reviews, and a lot of them were really high, but a favorite movie, I just have no idea. But off the top of my head, I might just say Donnie Darko. That movie was amazing. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. I don't know when I get too close or cross lines. I mean, this goes for most people I am in contact with. Like, for example, how much physical contact should I give? How much and how long? And how frequent? And how personal should our conversations be? And I'm always paranoid I've gone too far in places. Being human is difficult. Right, let me put things into perspective. A car here that costs 10 grand would cost about 10 grand in Alberta, approximately. Going to the cinema, maybe £15 here, and $15 back home. Bag of groceries, £5 here, about $5 back home. Whatever. Ish. It's close enough. Not exact, but close. But a job here that pays £7 an hour, I would be getting at least 12 there. So I'm quite a girly man.
I mean, you're kind of a girly man, and things need to be more brutal.
I don't like guy talk. I like girls better. I have deep talks about feelings. I have long hair, etc. I'm like that gay friend you have, without being gay. Isn't it interesting how accents disappear when you sing?
Yes, heaven's coming down. In a big country, dreams stay with you. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. No regrets, no compromise. Sorry. As the natural will persist forever. Fire catch the
They all sound American, but none of them are American. In fact, they're Swedish, Canadian, Welsh, Polish, English, Scottish, and German.
Yes, I am a gentleman.
Or at least I try. Well, I used to try harder. But the world doesn't like gentlemen. I mean, nowadays it's like, oh, he's being a gentleman, he's probably gay. Or, oh, he probably just wants her naked. Or, oh, he's taking away her feminist power. Garfield and Friends is like clever and sarcastic and self-aware and breaks the fourth wall, etc. And it's just funny and fun. Alright, let me explain this song. The song's called Breaking the Legs of Sheep by Kids in the Way. And the song is about, well, see, what shepherds used to do is, or maybe they still do, probably not because of animal cruelty, but what they used to do is when you get a sheep, the sheep are really stupid and they go wandering off and they get themselves into trouble. And if one sheep just keeps getting into trouble and doesn't learn, and it keeps like almost dying or something, getting caught in whatever, almost falling off a cliff or something, what the shepherd will do is he breaks the sheep's legs so that it can't wander off and get itself hurt. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's for its own good. And sometimes God does that to us. Sometimes we think, sometimes he, breaks our legs or just like does something to that effect in our life. And we think, oh, that's terrible. Like, what have you done? You're why? I hate you for this. But then you realize, no, he's actually protecting you. It's for your own good. I could make dozens of short sermons solely based on songs.